Hello Year 5. So today I'm going to be doing an art lesson with you and teaching you different ways you can draw the moon. Quite a few sciencey ways. So here I've got a bit more of a scientific one. And here a bit more of a cartoony moon with a crescent moon. So I'm going to try and show you a few different ways you could try and draw the moon and different styles. So that hopefully you could choose pencil or pen or a coloured pen. So, keep that there actually. So with this moon, the best thing you can do, because drawing circles is very hard, is to get a bowl or something, anything circular like a mug, and just draw around it to get a perfect circle. So, we have a circle. But we know that the moon is not exactly round. So I'm going to go round every line here, the big circle, and kind of make it a bit more uneven. You could do some wavy lines, you could even do some craters like this, just to give the moon more texture, because it's got lots of craters and uneven bits around it. So on this moon, the one I did earlier, as you can see, I've done quite a lot of bumpy bits around the edge to show that the moon is not smooth, and it gives more shape to the circle. So let's do some bumps around the edge. So after that, we can start shading to give it more shape. So I'm just doing this and working some more kind of texture around the edge before we make it look like the moon. So at the same time as doing our bumps and lines, I'm going to start doing some shading. So I'm sure you've done shading before, so you do the darkest bit at the edge. So you can press the pencil down quite hard, you don't get that too hard. And then work your way in, softer, to give a rounded shape to the moon. So with the bumpy edges and the shading, it's already getting a bit more moon-like. See? So with shading, just kind of curve your pencil like you're drawing part of a circle, like that. So it looks quite messy, but actually the messier it looks sometimes, the better it can be, because you can just go over your mistakes and make the moon look better. Sometimes I just draw squiggly lines in this section, and it's going to give more texture to the surface of the moon, because as you've seen in science, the moon is not smooth at all. It's covered in craters and bumps and patches of kind of shadow. So we're going to do some shadows as well. Like on this moon, sometimes if you looked up pictures of the moon, there's kind of big areas on the main bit which is much darker. So if we do like a big circle, we're then drawing some semicircles like this, some full circles, some ovals, and just kind of overline them to make a crater. So do some more dark bits. I'm doing it quite messy because I think it looks better when it's messy. It looks more weirdly realistic. Doing some more. And this might take you quite a while, because I think I worked on it for 20 minutes or so. I'm just doing all the edge again. So that's the start of the moon. I'll show you the one I completed yesterday. So on this one I've done some craters as well, which is kind of big holes in the moon, and kind of like the impact crater, and some little circles just to add some texture to it. And I've shaded this kind of round the edge, darker at the edges, worked my way in, just done details, and it kind of looks messy, but actually I think the more messy it is, the better it is. So just work on it and work on all the moon textures. So I've just shown you how to do a pencil drawing of the moon, and that's quite scientific. It's quite, it's grey, the right colour. But I quite like doing one in pen and making a colourful one. So here's a bit more a cartoonish moon. It's got some big craters. It kind of looks like a moon made out of cheese. That's what I would think it looks like. Lots of craters. And in pen, because I think shading in pen actually looks even better than pencil sometimes. And pen, I would do even more squiggly lines just to work some more shading around the edges. And you can also shade in pen, just like you would with pencil. Darker at the edges, and kind of curving your pen and working more shadow into the moon. And you can do some kind of more cartoonish craters, like squares, jutting out from the moon to give it the moon shape. Just little bits. Just kind of squiggling your pen can look like more texture on the moon. So I've also drawn a crescent moon. I thought you could practice this as well for your shading. And you could even do the stage of the moon. And this crescent shape, we can shade and make the ends of it really dark, and then gradually get lighter around the edges. So I'll shade this one, you can see. I'm just going to do thinning the line around the edge, kind of curving again like I did on the pencil drawing. And filling it in. So you can actually shade quite well with pen, and I think it looks quite nice in a different colour. So if you have any pens or pencils at home, you can try different styles. You could even try a handwriting pen. I haven't attempted that yet, but I think that might look quite good. So have a go. It can be quite hard to shade, but just practice, and we'll see it on the Zoom. Bye.